Every Capy on the river is whispering the same word. Recession. It is coming. Beware it. Hold on to your melon. But nobody stops to say three things: what a recession actually is, how it starts, and the part everyone skips, how it ever ends. Stay for that last one.
The recession is coming. Hold on to your melon.
So, a recession is when the whole river simply makes less. All the melons grown, all the juice sold, all the work done added up, that total has a name. It is the river's output. And in a recession for 2 whole seasons in a row, it shrinks. A small, shallow dip is a technical recession. A deep, long one has a name Capy already knows from a certain very bad year, a depression. Picture the river's pebbles all moving around. In a boom, they zip. A technical recession, they slow. A recession, they crawl. A depression, they barely move at all. Also, everyone is very sad. So how does one start? Usually with a shock, a drought, a plague, a war, the river council behaving unpredictably, or a bubble that grew and grew and grew until one day it did not. Or it creeps in quietly, prices climbing, borrowing turning expensive, too many Capys drowning in shell debt they cannot repay. The river was fine, until gently it was not. And here is the genuinely strange part. Sometimes the mere fear of a recession is enough to cause one. Frightened Kappas stop spending, and that fear, all by itself, quietly makes itself come true.
Can you make it simpler? My professor is really tough.
Now the trap, the reason a recession feeds itself. Watch this cycle carefully because it only spins one way. A shock hits, say the oil gets dear, so Capys spend less, so the stands earn less, so the bosses fire Capys, so those Capys spend even less, so the stands earn even less, round and down. Poverty climbs, tempers fray, and the strangest thing of all, a Capy often cannot tell it is in a recession until it has already left one. Rather like the good old days, Capy only ever spots them in the mirror. There are warning signs. Kappas call them recession indicators, like when the melon stand quietly rebrands last week's melons as a bold, exciting, brand new melon. Or when the River Theater stages the same tired play, Part 4, that not one single Capy asked for. Or when the big riverside billboard is somehow just an advert for another billboard.
Wait, is the theater really doing Part 4?
And the final, most damning indicator of all, when a certain capybara suddenly starts making calm little explainers about recessions.
Is fine. We are not in a recession, right? Right?
So who rides in to fix it? The River Council. Unless, of course, the council is the one that caused it. It hands out Pebbles stimulus, it cuts the melon tax, it pays Capys to build bridges, roads, and boats.
The economy is great. The best river economy. Certainly the best.
But the council's biggest lever by far is the interest rate. Make borrowing cheap, and stands can afford to grow and hire, and Capys have Pebbles and paw to spend again. The river starts to warm. So cheap Pebbles simply fix everything. Right? Wrong. Too cheap for too long. And the council quietly plants the seed of the next bubble. The cure, taken in excess, slowly becomes the disease. Which finally brings us to the question everyone skipped. How does a recession end? And the good news, the genuinely good news, is that every single one of them does. The great one back in 1929 took over 10 long, grinding years. The burrow crisis of 2008, about 2. The strange, quiet one of 2020, less than a single year. Different lengths, same ending. Because once the shock fades and with a nudge from the council, the pebbles start to move again. Stands higher, Kappas spend, profits return, and slowly, quietly, the frozen river thaws. So if Capy spots the warning signs early, build a little emergency pile, 3 to 6 moons of expenses, chip away at debt, trim what can be trimmed, spread the investments, and never stop learning so Capy stays useful whatever the weather. And And what could trigger the next one? Oh, nothing at all. Just burro prices, rent, and melon prices all climbing at once. Everything becoming a subscription. The subscriptions growing ads, and a certain glowing something coming for every Capy's job. So that is a recession. The Pebbles slow, the fear feeds itself. The council fumbles with its levers, and then, always without fail, it passes. The good old days arriving late, seen only in the mirror.
The good old days. Capy misses them already.
This was Capy Sense. Capy is a capybara, not your financial advisor. And no, Capy truly cannot tell you when the next one hits, but Capy would quietly keep a small pile of melons, just in case.